The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. My friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, that is all we ask. And again, push through the learning curve. You can do this. If you'll just stick with us 10 to 15 minutes every day, following these charts, doing your practice trading, learning by doing, you will capture this knowledge. Now, we do have a great book. It is Three-Wave Trading Advantage. You get it by becoming a Patreon member at any of the 3 levels. You also get charting, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way. It's a 3-part series. Both those sets of things, the book and the videos, they come to you the minute that you become a Patreon sponsor. Let's jump into these charts. We see stocks are down, bonds, gold, Bitcoin are up. Stocks are pulling back just barely. Where are we? Well, we are still long on everything except when we run the numbers, we are still down a little more than a coin toss on 20-year U.S. government bonds. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's first look at the S&P 500. The 2-day chart has finished drawing. Again, we see stair steps for the last, 10 days just moving up. We can see where things were up in the morning, pulling back some in the afternoon on the half-day chart. Volume went down also. Volume's not anything to write home about yet. Of course, we've just gone through Monday and Tuesday. We still have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We get up to average volume. You can see how we peaked up higher already. Things did pull back a wee bit. You can see where that happened in the afternoon, 0.14%. So again, 0.14%, just a little, pretty much flat, did pull back just a little bit at the end of the day. We are still long on the S&P 500. Patreon members, I've just sent you the updated September 17 5-day plus ETF trading analysis and execution plan for all 5 of our ETFs that we track every day. That's the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, 20-year bonds, gold, and Bitcoin. Also, the trade execution summary grid. You can see past if you go to our Patreon page for Charting Wealth, those of you who aren't Patreon supporters, you can nonetheless sign up for free, get everything a day early, and then if you wait 2 days, we release everything to the public, and you can see what the 5-day plus ETF trading analysis and execution plan looks like. In addition to the trade execution summary grid, if you subscribe already at chartingwealth.com, you get the prior days automatically in your email each and every day. We never spam or sell that list. So if you don't have the ability to support us as a Patreon member, at least go to chartingwealth.com, sign up, get the email every day. There's always a special training in there for you too. So that's where we are on the S&P. Still long the S&P. We're even more long the NASDAQ 100 by 5 percentage points more. And it's looking pretty good on the Qs. Now, it did pull back just barely 0.08% for the day. Again, that's not 8%, that's 0.08, just barely. Up in the morning, down a little bit in the afternoon. We haven't had a lot of volume for the last 2 days. Here we are on the weekly chart. We didn't even hit average volume on the 2-day. One would not expect if we didn't have average volume on the half day for the last 2 days. But we'll keep an eye on things and see. We are going higher this week already. Like I said, we are decently long on the NASDAQ 100. So again, that trade execution summary grid gives you the expected move in dollars, the backtest accuracy, entry, exit points, and the directional probability, which is the big thing, and that is decent on the NASDAQ. As I keep saying, though, friends, there will be a catalyst at some point. This market will pull back. It always does. And at some point, something will happen, and it will. But it ain't happened yet. So continue to ride that pony, as we like to say around here. Hope that your practice trading is going successfully. We always put that caveat in. We're not a stock calling service. We're not a bond, Bitcoin, or gold calling service. We're an education firm. I want you to practice trade with us. Now, let's look at where we are with 20-year U.S. government bonds. we see that, again, they've moved up. The high last week was 90.48. This week, the high is 90.52 cents higher. It's hard to see on here, and particularly these dashes, depending on where those dashes fall, they can give you a false, particularly when it falls right on the line, it looks like it's higher. So I always go and then I step to the side to look at a candle so that I don't let these dashes fool me on the length of the wick, either up or down. 20 years government bonds was up for the day, 0.21%. You can see not much going on in the morning, but popped up a little bit in the afternoon. We have hit 2 cents higher than last week. And again, as I look at it, we had those 3 weeks where everything just sort of doji, then a spinning top 2 weeks ago. Last week, a nice big candle. This week, continuing to move up. You can see the stair steps on the 2-day chart. Now we look at the prior 2-day. It hit a high of 90.48. And again, this last 2 days, which is the Monday and Tuesday, it went up 2 cents higher. So we are still climbing. Not that much, though. So we'll keep an eye on it, but it was up 0.21% for the day. What about gold? As we look at gold, we can see that this week it's reached a higher high. The last 2-day candle, a higher high. Look at the volume already on the weekly. Look at the volume on the 2-day. Average volume. Look at all the volume in the morning. Volume dropping off some in the afternoon. Some of that real excitement in the morning faded off in the afternoon, but still up 0.20%. Not a whole lot to write home about, but moving in the right direction. And our directional probability is okay. The highest directional probability, like I said earlier, is in the NASDAQ. Next to that is the S&P, and followed by, well, I take that back. The highest probability is actually with Bitcoin, which we'll get to in a minute. But the following Bitcoin, the NASDAQ, the S&P is gold. So we are excited to see that precious metal continue to shine. Now let's look at where we are with HODL. We have gone up considerably as it popped up today. Not all that much, 0.44, but as we run the numbers, the percentage probability continued up movement has just hammered up, as has the backtest accuracy going up quite nicely. So again, Bitcoin, hit that interim low back on the week beginning the 25th. Then 2 weeks ago, we had a smaller red down candle, green spinning top last week with average volume, and this week moving up, and up for the day 1.35%. So again, as we look at Bitcoin, it looks like it could be catching fire again as it is moving up with great directional probability and a decent back test accuracy. That is where we are, my friends, as we end the day. By the way, Bitcoin members, of course, we've already uploaded and emailed to you the trade execution summary grid and the 5-day plus ETF trading analysis and execution plan. Appreciate your help. Appreciate all the subscribers. Appreciate you being with us. You have questions, problems, concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can email us, cw@chartingwealth.com. We always love to hear from you, and we appreciate your comments on the YouTube videos too. God bless. All the best from Charting Wealth.